What is up, everyone? It is your boy Hyberman's back for another daily vlog of what's going on. So, just gonna skim through the day. So, 9 days, no smoking weed. 20 days, no drinking. 12 days, no vaping. I think this microphone is right here. Can you hear me better? I don't know. Anyways, up at 7 a.m. Grabbed a breakfast Sammy and some oatmeal. Out the door for 7:25 a.m. at work. 7:55. We had a meeting from 8:30 to 8:45. I was at the gym for 9 a.m. for a leg workout and an assault bike. Back to the office. Oh, that was sick. So firstly, building off my last couple videos, I had complete ACL reconstruction using a graft from my quad. So they took a chunk out of my quadricep and just fucking gotta get rid of that protein. So they took a chunk out of my quadricep and they rebuilt my ACL using that chunk from my quadricep. And my meniscus is also torn. There's like 6 different entry points in my leg that are trying to heal simultaneously right now. And there's like a 2-inch incision on my quadricep where the graft was taken out. So yeah, it's been stitched up. It's healing okay, but it's like I'm trying to manage and mediate and facilitate, but it's difficult. Anyways. So I got a leg. So getting a leg workout in is not like you think anymore. I can't squat 3 plates. I can't squat 315. I can't do deadlift. I can't do 120-pound fucking hamstring curls. I can't do anything like that anymore. I'm sitting there on that freaking hamstring machine and my legs like curling back like 15 and my left leg's got to assist it curling 15 pounds. So because I'm trying to rebuild my hamstring and I don't want to strain too much because I could blow out my quadricep or any of the stitches or any of the internal stitching. Because what they did is they had to like cut certain areas because certain muscles were growing into each other and trying to repair into each other. So I read over the surgeon's entire operative notes and I got a pretty good idea of what the surgery actually looked like, of what he actually did to my knee. And when you damage your knee and it tries to regrow by itself, it kind of gets messed up. So it doesn't really regrow properly. So you got to be careful. Anyways, holy protein, dudes. This is ridiculous. Yep. So I was back at the office for around 10 o'clock for organoid biocomputing lesson. So what is it? There is a company in this world, and what they're doing is they are growing neurons and they're stimulating these neurons and creating neural networks out of these synthetic neurons, and they're called organoids. And they're basically the organoids themselves are about this big, but what's actually happening is they're building small little computer chips where they can build biological and adaptable neural networks that basically mimic or mirror the same capabilities that our brains, like the same adaptive capabilities that our brains have. And these chips that they're developing, like you have the nutrients fed in, the waste coming out, and then you have electrodes hooked up to the actual organoids themselves. Insane biotechnologically advanced companies, but whatever works. They're gonna. I hope we don't have some sort of weird disease outbreak. Anyways, because of that, I watched a little bit of Trump's inauguration speech. Not really interested, and then I watched Joe Rogan's impression on Google's new quantum computer, and then I watched another video on new particle physics. Conducted a little bit of research into zirconium silicon sulfide, a multi-layer semiconductor used in the discovery and research of the new particle that I was talking about earlier. And then I was back to work, so I was doing a little bit of feedback notes about my French. Oh, je peux parler français aussi si je l'ai besoin. Oui. J'ai pratiqué beaucoup aujourd'hui aussi. I've also I put a note down on my volunteering and some of my business interests, and then I had my meeting with my career manager for 1 o'clock. Some good news about that, especially regarding my later year intentions and direction. Took a bath for around 2 o'clock, and then watched Modern Robotics. Modern Robotics. What the fuck does that even say? Videos. I thought it said makes, but it says videos. Anyways, it's kind of hard because of the lighting and stuff. Anyways, I watched some of the modern graphene breakthroughs. Oh, what was it? Graph. I forget the name of the company, but what they're doing is they're actually figuring out how to commercialize and industrialize graphene, and I've been waiting to find a company that has the capability of doing that, because what they can do is graphene is a two-layer hexagonal lattice of carbon atoms, and it's like a single carbon atom bonded to 3 other carbon atoms, so they make like a hexagonal lattice. But what happens is carbon has 4 electrons in its valence, and when you form 3 covalent bonds with 3 other carbon atoms, that extra electron floats around that carbon, and because of that, the entire graphene molecule, the entire 2-dimensional graphene molecule, has like enhanced electroconducive properties and thermodynamic properties, right? It can operate at really low temperatures and stuff like that, right? So the engineering behind it is insane, and it's something that a lot of people should look into more, especially if they're getting into biomechanics or nanotechnology and stuff like that. Anyways, napped from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Oh, I felt guilty as heck after that, but I was tired. You know what? I was up at like 6:30, 6:45, and like I didn't get to sleep last night, and then I was up at like 3 a.m. and 3:30 and then 5 a.m. and it was like, yeah, I was tossing and turning for a lot of the night, but whatever. And then I stuffed down some spaghetti and wings, bruh. And then I went to the gym after that because I felt too fat, so I went to the gym. I was supposed to actually go with somebody, but he ended up working too late. He's doing some training and he got stuck at work and whatever. So he kind of flaked on me, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, but he doesn't do that. Like, we've been good training partners for a long time, and he doesn't do that. So I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But anyways, so I was on the assault bike for another freaking half an hour. Put that on Strava. That was from 6:30 to 7 o'clock. And then I went for a chest pump. Oh, I didn't even put the chest pump in there. No way. No way. I completely forgot about it. Hold on. Let me just add this. Chest pump. Yeah, so what were my chest workouts today? So I loaded up 80 pounds on the chest press each side and did 30 reps of those. And then, again, this is all I can do because, like, my knee is fucked. I can't play soccer. I can't go do sports, so I might as well just get big while I'm doing it. Anyways, so 80 pounds each side, doing my chest press, and then Arnold presses, 40 pounds each side. So you sit down on the bench and you just press up like that. 40 pounds each side. What else? There's a couple more. Obviously, I did bench. Maybe I didn't do that much. I don't know. I just did a lot of sets. Sort of isolating the specific muscles and sort of strengthening up the specific muscles, but it feels good. And then after that, I went to the steam room for 20 minutes. I went to the hot tub for 15 minutes. And then I swam about 200 to 300 meters. Again, it's hard swimming with one leg. Back for 9 o'clock, showered, journaled. Now I'm doing the journal log, you know what I mean? I'm going to be editing this video and getting it posted hopefully tonight. And then I'll be playing some Apex later, hopefully. And I'll be in bed for around 11 to 12. But I got to be up early, so I might not be able to get much Apex in tonight. I might be able to get a couple rounds, but that's about it. But anyways, 2 roses. I'm happy I pumped out 40 minutes on the assault bike. And I'm happy that I swam too. 1 thorn. I'm bothered by napping too long. 1 bud, I'm looking forward to starting school again. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a sec. And 1 memory, camping in Golden and the little campfire. So Golden is a small little town in British Columbia, and I was on a wonderful little vacation with my now fiance, and we camped out, and it was a beautiful little time. It was so peaceful. We had this little trailer We had this little Beano, little bong. It was like a little Baby Yoda bong. So we got really stoned. We had a lot of good memories there. But yeah, I am excited to get back in the groove and get ready to go back to school. It's been, what is it? I got out April 2022 of school last time, and I've just been working ever since, and I am ready to get back to school. So it'll be round 3. I went to university for a year. I went to college for 2 years. I'm hopefully going to take some online courses to sort of get me back in the groove, get me off of being some fat lard who just sits around and jerks off and plays games all day. But yeah, if I can start taking some courses or something like that. My chest is killing me right now. This is nice. I haven't felt this sort of like titty pain for a minute. Anyways, yeah, so I've applied for 3 different courses. One in biomedical and electrical engineering, one in biomedical and mechanical engineering, and one in it's a dual major program. It's a dual degree program, so it's 2 degrees. One of them would be engineering, electrical engineering, and one of them would be physics. So we'll see how those go. But I just feel like I've become a bit of a dumbass ever since I stopped school. So it's time to nice. It's time to dial back in. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed journal log for January 20th, 2025. Happy New Year, everyone. If this is your first video that you're watching, but thanks for tuning in. If you are, if you aren't, then you are missing the nuts out. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, there's more protein. You hear that? Fucking throw that right at you guys. Enjoy. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. If you are, if you aren't, then whatever. Peace out until next time, folks.